Paradigm College for me began when I hosted a conference here in Lake County, the Mountain of Attention Sanctuary, and invited a bunch of key activists and political leaders, a small group, to gather there and to discuss the state of the world and what needs to happen. And it was with the spiritual teacher Adidas Amraj in residence at that sanctuary consented to meet with these individuals. And it was an extraordinary occasion. Our former Congressman Dan Hamburg came, Daniel Sheehan and Sarah Nelson, who had founded the legendary Christic Institute, and then which became then the Romero Institute, that is now one of the senior project holders here with New Paradigm College, came. People from the World Bank and other activists came. But Danny and I struck up an immediate friendship. We saw ourselves as kindred spirits. And one of the things I learned is that he had just come from 5 years of international conferences that had been convened by Mikhail Gorbachev and the former U.S. Secretary of State James Baker at the end of the Cold War to discuss what we needed to do to bring this planet back to sanity. And what they discovered in those meetings over those 5 years of those conferences is that the world needs to educate young adults in how to relate to all cultures, all peoples, all points of view, to help guide us beyond conflicts between individuals, tribes, religions, nation states, whatever, on the basis of a higher values, spiritual values, points of view that transcended the narrow interests of the ego and the conflictual nature of tribal politics in individuals, groups, and so on. So Danny and I became friends, and that began a 20-year odyssey of looking for the right place in which to host a college to train these young adults. Along the way, I began to realize that the place had to be a place where, in the training, where the young adults would actually engage with the living community and not just be doing classroom work, but actually be out and about, talking and engaging and learning from the communities that they were working with and bringing their skills and the skills of the community together in a cooperative way to effect a new pattern for humankind, a new pattern of cooperation, a new pattern of tolerance, a new way of relating to one another that was based on our fundamental unity, even the prior unity of all creation, all mankind. But we were looking everywhere for this place. Tennessee was suggested, there was Canada, there was a place down in the mountains of California. But always in the back of my mind, I felt that Lake County was the perfect venue for this college for many, many reasons. It's because it's such a representative place of Americans of all types here on the one hand, and yet it's so full of natural beauty and opportunity on another. And then also that it had such challenges from the climate change, from the fires that had been in the past and may come in the future. So when we heard about this building being available, we came in late. Marymount College had already rented it. So what we did is we waited. About 2 years ago, after I lost my home here in the Valley Fire and had moved down to near Santa Cruz, I got a call from my dear friend and colleague Denise Rushing, who had always been on this project with us, and saying, Bill, the building is available. And that began a 2-year hard day and night really labor to get it together, to get a hold of the building. And at the end of February, the very day, February 28th of 2019 this year, we, through the beneficiaries of the grace and support of Andrew Beath, the founder and heart and soul of the Earthways Foundation, an environmental nonprofit out of Southern California and a friend of Danny Sheehan's, this building was purchased for this college and this purpose. What are we here to do? New Paradigm College is here to create an entirely new relationship between a living community and to demonstrate something for the rest of the country. We ask the question of our own people here, of ourselves and of all our friends in this community, can a college and a county transform a country? We believe that we can. We believe that if we work together and bring together the resources that have been developed in this country over the last really several decades and even around the world, we can completely transform the degenerative patterns of human relations that's dismaying so much of our world today. That we can find a way of changing our economy so that all people have productive, positive, environmentally serving work, and create an economy and a culture that is about essentially the regeneration of our spirits from day to day. Growing food that is healthy and positive, educating one another to the most intelligent wisdom about human maturity, practical cooperation and even spiritual development in a way that's pluralist, in which nobody's competing, but everybody's cooperating and sharing and learning these great virtues of tolerance. But more than anything, we think that we can create this as a cultural center that will be a beacon to the world. We intend to invite the community to great events here, and not only to have our core student body, this community of young global leaders come here to be educated and then to go out to the world to bring their talents, for sure, that's the core of the curriculum, but also to educate the members of this county in all kinds of valued things, from the bicycle trails of Lake County to the environmental history and the political and cultural history of the area, to all kinds of skills and capabilities that may interest them, as well as being a venue for weddings and proms and other great events. So this is a venue, this is a gathering place, and this is a new description, I think, in this country of what a college and a community, and Lake County community specifically, can accomplish together. And it's our hope, and it's our intention, and we're confident that we can create a new and virtuous pattern. We've got nothing but a fabulous response from the people here, and you'll see from, I guess, some of the footage elsewhere in the day, it's been an overwhelmingly positive, enthusiastic response. My job as provost here is to make sure that the students who leave this college are really prepared for the role of global leadership that they've come to get. And that's going to take the entire county cooperating. And they're going to come here and get their hands dirty, their minds clear, and their hearts open. And when they leave, they won't just take with them that education they got from books. They're going to take the education and service that they got from an entire community, including the communities surrounding Lake County, and even throughout the world, who are responding to this extraordinary initiative.